Is everyone ready? All right. Good afternoon. I want to welcome all our news partners to City Hall this afternoon. My name is Mayor Ryan Jolly. We invited everyone here today to give a brief update on the tragic incident that occurred here in Moulton last Saturday, April the 11th. The details that we will be able to give out will be limited. It is still an active investigation, and I will allow our police chief the opportunity to speak to that shortly. I want to first start off by extending our heartfelt condolences to the families that are involved. It's been a very difficult time for the North Alabama area over the past week. We've had a lot of concern, a lot of frustrations, a lot of questions, and I can assure you those things are things that we are navigating through currently. We're trying to get answers. We're trying to work diligently and thoroughly and make sure that we do things the right way. So to reassure the community, I want to let them know that we're doing our part. We are having discussions with state leaders and ALDOT and try to figure out how we can improve safety in the area, which is the overall goal. So with me today, I've got Police Chief Craig Knight, I have Fire Chief Brian Phillips, and then State Representative Ernie Yarborough. I will give them the opportunity to speak and kind of go over their information. So Chief Knight.
Good afternoon. It's unfortunate that we have to come together today to discuss this. I will be brief with my statement and just give the details which I can at this time. On April the 11th, the Moulton Police Department as well as the Moulton Fire Department responded to a motor vehicle accident at the intersection of Highway 157 and Alabama Highway 24. The collision involved 3 vehicles, the first vehicle being a 2021 Ford F-150 pickup that was pulling a trailer with a Polaris vehicle on the back. That vehicle was traveling eastbound on Highway 24 and was driven by Garrett Cole Nix. Mr. Nix was injured on the scene. He was transported by ground to a nearby medical facility where he was receiving treatment. The second vehicle, a 2021 Chevrolet Suburban, was driven by Ashley Haygood of Hartselle. That vehicle was traveling northbound on Alabama Highway 157. Unfortunately, Ms. Haygood succumbed to her injuries and passed away at a hospital. There were 4 juvenile passengers in the vehicle, which were all her children. Juvenile passenger Briley Pledger, age 7, was pronounced deceased on scene. Her twin sister, Brinley Lee Pledger, also age 7, was transported to Children's Hospital in Birmingham by Medevac, where she later also succumbed to her injuries. Another juvenile passenger, Bryant Bailu, age 13, was also pronounced deceased on scene. The only survivor from the Suburban was Bentley Pledger, age 10. He was also flown by helicopter to Children's Hospital in Birmingham. I am proud to announce we've been told that he is now at home recovering. The third vehicle, a 2015 Ford F-150 pickup, was stopped in a turning lane on Alabama Highway 24 and was not actually moving at the time. That vehicle sustained damage from this accident. However, the occupants of that vehicle were not injured. I will remind everyone that this is an ongoing investigation, and the Moulton Police Department right now has received assistance from the Coleman Police Department as well as the Hoover Police Department. We're going to work diligently to determine the exact cause of this crash and move forward. The police department also remains committed to conducting a thorough and complete investigation into this crash, and we ask for patience while we do so as we gather all available evidence. And while this remains ongoing, I will address further evidence, further updates at the appropriate time. And most importantly, through this, we ask that you continue to keep the family in your thoughts and your prayers, as well as first responders. We have several law enforcement officers, firefighters, dispatchers, EMT, paramedics that have all been deeply affected by this. Our heart goes out to the family, and we also want to recognize several citizens that stopped and assisted best that they could during this tragedy. Again, our heart goes out to each and every family member, friend, and loved one that have been affected by this. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Chief. Before we go any further, I do want to say that in the midst of this tragedy, I want to say from a leadership standpoint how proud I am of our community and the surrounding North Alabama community. The amount of love and support that they have shown for the families of those affected is second to none. It's not something that you find everywhere in the United States in this day and time. It's something that's unique to Alabama. It's something that makes us a special place. It's what makes us a community. It's what drives us. And I am extremely proud to be a part of this community and to be able to see that outpouring of support and love for these families. I'll go ahead and ask Representative Yarber to come forward, and he can deliver some remarks.
Good afternoon. In moments of such tragedy, heartache, and loss, we are reminded of the words of Holy Scripture. Lord, to whom else can we go but you? For you have the words of eternal life. We extend our deepest sympathies to the Haygood, Ballou, and Pledger families. Your loss is deep and profound. We weep with you and offer our love and our prayers. We stand ready to help in any possible way. We do rejoice, as has been previously mentioned, to hear that Bentley is headed home from the hospital, and we will continue to lift him and the entire family up in prayer. To all the first responders and emergency service personnel who worked the scene, your service, care, and heart for your community was on full display. We are so very grateful for each of you and lift you up in our prayers. The calling of service that these men and women have chosen regularly puts them in the place and the path of tremendous tragedy. May God bless you for your service. As not only members of our community, but also leaders and elected officials, we are committed to doing all we can to improve the safety and the traffic flow and road conditions of our home and community. According to ALDOT data, nearly all crashes on Alabama roadways are avoidable, with the common denominator being driver error or driver behavior. This is a deeply painful reminder of the importance of being attentive, obeying speed limits, and following all the rules of the road. I have full confidence in the crash investigation being conducted by the Moulton Police Department. Their crash report will be shared with the Alabama Department of Transportation, which will review the report's findings related to the cause of the crash and any contributing factors. Thank you.
And now we'll ask Chief Brian Phillips.
First of all, I'd like to say I want to thank all the agencies that came out on Saturday and helped us. We had multiple agencies that came out, Air Evac, Sheriff's Department, Moulton PD, the dispatchers. We couldn't have done our job without these people. It was a high stress level that day, and they made our job so much easier. We had Speed Fire Department came out and helped, cleave it. So many thanks to these people that came out and helped. And this past Wednesday, we had a stress debriefing for all these agencies. They all came together. We had probably about a 3 or 4 hour stress debriefing. And I'd like to thank everybody that participated. We had a tremendous outpour from the community, the calls, the texts. I want to thank everybody for that. The donations. We have people coming up giving us water, Gatorades, the food. We had multiple agencies that found out we was having the debriefing. They donated food, waters. So I'd just like to take the time to thank everybody for the outpouring support for us. Thank y'all.
Okay, at this time, I'll go ahead and open up for questions in regards to the city and kind of where we are in things moving forward. But before I do that, I want to take the time. I would be amiss if I didn't mention this, but faced with tragedy, an unimaginable tragedy, the Pledger family And I think this speaks to their strength as a family unit. You have to forgive me. But being faced with this tragedy, they decided to give life to another individual by allowing their daughter to be an angel to somebody. And I want to just thank them for that. They didn't have to do that. That's something that a lot of prayer has to go into. But for them to have the faith in God and the faith in love in their community to allow their daughter to make an impact in somebody else's life is tremendous. And I want to thank them personally for that. So Pledger family, I thank you. And at this time, we'll go ahead and take our first question.
The intersection, you mentioned something about you working with LDOT. Can you tell us, are there going to be any changes to the intersection, safety improvements, things like that?
So I did. I spent about 30 minutes this morning on the phone with ALDOT. We've had several conversations. Moving forward, a lot of what we need is information. We need the facts. We need to understand what happened, why it happened, and how it happened. So we did discuss some short-term goals, things that I felt were important. They obviously listened, diligently in what I had to say and the concerns, and I appreciate that on their end. So as we move forward, we're going to identify what is going to be best for that intersection, what impacts we can make to improve safety. We talked about everything ranging from rumble strips to changes in lights and traffic patterns in general. So moving forward, again, it's going to be a little bit of a process, and it's going to take some time, but that is something that I'm deeply committed to, and I think the city is committed to ensuring that whatever actions we can take, we're going to get behind those efforts 100%, and we'll stay in constant contact with ALDOT.
And briefly, are there cameras at that intersection?
At the direct intersection, there are not. We have spoken to a company that has offered services for traffic cameras, so that'll be something that we also explore, that we look into to see if that might be an option. Again, those decisions will be made at a little bit later time. So, and I will add that since the incidents occurred, and this is a testament, again, to our law enforcement, but to the community as a whole with the level of concern, our officers on their own made the decision to increase the police presence since that accident. It didn't have to come at my direction. It didn't have to come at the chief's direction. They went out there, and since the time of the incident, we've had about 20 to 30 citations that have been given at that intersection since this time. So we're going to plan to continue that increased presence at that intersection because that is a short-term solution that we can provide.
This has obviously been, a very tragic event for the entire community. Do you know if any sort of memorial or anything is planned to kind of go in at that intersection?
Not at this time. I have not had any information that's been provided to me that would indicate that anything would be there.
And I don't know if you've, been in contact with the family, but if the community is, interested in helping the family in any way, do you know the best way that they can be involved?
I don't directly have access to anything for that specific form of assistance. I do know there are several GoFundMes that I have been made aware of. So I would kind of defer that to maybe the members of the community or leadership in the Hartselle area. They would probably have those answers.
Are there any concerns at that intersection that have been brought so far from the investigation that may have not been concerns prior?
In terms of specific concerns, we've not had any. Obviously, with it being a larger intersection, there are always what I would say citizen complaints, about people just not obeying traffic lights or speeding, and that's the human error that Representative Yarborough spoke to, and that's something that we need the community's help in. We can make all the changes and put all the safety measures in place, but if the community does not do their part and they do not use their due diligence and exercise caution when they're coming to these intersections or when they're traveling the roadways in general, those safety measures can only do so much. So that's why it is so important that the community does their part in situations like this.
When it comes to, when you were talking with AlDOT, traffic studies are usually kind of the start, for, this kind of situations. Has there been, with among those short-term goals, were any traffic studies, mentioned, among those?
So we did discuss traffic studies this morning, as a matter of fact. Again, that's going to result after we gather all the information. Once the investigation's completed and we're able to get all the information that's relevant and we can forward that to them, we did talk about the formal process of initiating that traffic study or those reviews. So that will be something that we will approach at the appropriate time.
North Alabama's growing really fast. Are there any other intersections that might, as people start coming through and riding up here, that might be a concern as well in the future?
I would say any intersections at a major thoroughfare always have their inherent risks. So as our drivers are on the roadways and they're navigating from point A to point B, again, it's imperative and it's so important that they use caution. Take extra time, allow yourself that time to get from where you are to where you need to be. And obviously, the concern with distracted driving, if we're a cell phone society now, so electronic crazy. And those are things, again, that the community can help with and do their part. Paying attention, following the rules of the road, following the speed limits, and obeying the traffic laws. Those are the most important things on these roadways. But again, I would just urge caution at any major intersection that intersect with major thoroughfares.
And as tomorrow is a week since all of this happened, this has impacted so many people in the community, first responders, family, friends and family. How have you seen the community really gather around each other for the family and each other during this week?
Again, I kind of spoke to that earlier. The amount of love and support that the community has given and shown this family, and not only the family, but the first responders that were involved. We had the critical incident stress debriefing, and the amount of support that we had just in the form of what can I do to help them? What can we feed them? Are there things they need? But going back to the family, I've had several calls. It's amazing to see when something like this happens how tight-knit a community will become. And again, I think that makes North Alabama unique in its own right, because that is not found everywhere. So the love and support that the community here and the community of Hartselle have shown the families of those involved, it has just been a tremendous display of humanity. And again, that's one thing as a leader I'm the most proud and thankful for, is having a community that will stand up and show up for those in need.
Do you have any message to the community who may feel uneasy, driving through that intersection of Highway 24 and 157?
Again, I think it's just an enhanced level of awareness and caution when you're coming up to these major intersections. They all have their inherent risks, just as most major roadways do. So, again, doing your part by being aware of your surroundings, understand, the speed limits, where you are, and not be distracted. I think that would be the biggest message that I could give to the community, is just use a heightened awareness and caution.
Was there anything else, just to say to the community, the family, anything else that you had as mayor?
No, again, the biggest thing is, obviously our commitment is the safety of all of our travelers, as well as our citizens. So I stand committed, I stand behind any effort, whether it be big or small, to improve any aspect of safety for our community, whether it's traveling or whether it's just in the community in general. So those are things that we will definitely strive to improve in all aspects. Those are things, again, that myself and the council, we're going to get all the information, we're going to process that, and then we will see what things that we can implement, both short and long term, to improve the overall safety of the community. So in saying that, I appreciate, again, everybody being here. this press conference was more just to, again, provide the update, give that transparency to the community, because I know there are a lot of questions. We have a lot of questions, and we are doing our best, as well as the police department is doing their best, to find those answers. And once we do have those and that investigation is completed, that information will be forwarded and reviewed. But again, I thank everybody for being here, and God bless everybody.